And a very hello to you. This is Liam with the Aquarian.tv. We're going to go over who was Mary Magdalene. Get ready, my lovers. I'm taking you to the sky, to the constellation Orion. You might know him from his 3 stars in his belt. The 3 wise men that go to follow a star in Bethlehem. This is where we find the brightest star in the night sky, Sirius. The 3 wise men point towards this. The 3 magi. Magi being where we get magicians from, astrologers, the Chaldeans from Babylon with their ziggurats. All the ancient, if you were an astrologer, it's synonymous with being a priest. All our holidays are measured by the moon and whatnot have you. So here we have Orion's shoulder, Betelgeuse. Here we have one star. This is like they always have in like the gods with one eye standing on one foot. You'll see them pictured. They have one leg crossed, or that an ancient way to do an Irish to divinize would be to stand on one foot and put your thumb in your mouth. I don't know where the thumb came from. It has to do with the great giant in the sky, the Lord of the heavens. Here he's battling, he's got his shield or his rod or staff, battling the bull of Taurus. With its left eye is the star Aldebaran, which is in the bull's eye. This is the matador fighting the bull. In the back of the bull are the 7 sisters, the Pleiades. Mithras slaying the bull, grabbing the bull by the horns. Above Orion, we have the 2 twins of Gemini, Castor Pollux, Cain, Abel, Jacob, Esau. Pollux, closer to the light of the pole. Castor, like oil of earth, closer to earth. One starts off before the other one overtakes the other. Jacob, stealing the birthright of Esau, an allegorical astral myth. Orion is also known as, let's just make him a man for his 1 foot dipping down into the Eridanus, the River Jordan. And let's have him holding his staff. Below Taurus, we have the serpent of Scorpio. When Orion sets, the Scorpio rises. Scorpio is opposite of Taurus. This is the scorpion sent out to take out Orion. That is Judas giving the bite of death to the Good Shepherd. Back here is the Aries lamb. We should do this for Taurus. The Good Shepherd. Mithras was called the Good Shepherd in Rome, a mystery cult mostly for soldiers. And lots of that was put onto the Jesus story. Lots of the garb of the priests in the Catholic Church, Roman emperor stuff. The garbs of the Jewish Orthodox rabbis, Babylonian stuff or Syrian stuff. None of this was created in a vacuum. A lot of their commonality is the night sky, the sun and the moon, and then the 5 other heavenly luminaries. So this is also Osiris. I'm sorry, I took his. We have to have the belt, right? This is Osiris in Egyptian lore. His body was cut up into 14 parts and put down the river, the Eridanus. The Milky Way is often the other, which runs, I think, above, kind of. So, Osiris's wife is Isis, who is Sirius. Above Sirius is Prokion, another bright star, but not as bright as Sirius. They both blink as if they're crying. Sirius, or Isis, is called the crying, the teary-eyed. Prokion, the blurry-eyed. This is the major Cana, the wedding feast of Cana, of the Canaanites. And then this is lesser Cana. They called the dog star because they dog Orion as he goes into the west. Crying, mourning the death of Osiris. The 2 Marys at the crucifixion, at the tomb of the Jesus mythical character. It's spiritual. So if we believe it happens, it happens. But historically, it didn't. And we have to stop taking this literally so we're not killing each other over some God named Yahweh. Sounds like a horrible God. Demanding the smashing babies' heads on rocks. And it's horrible that we got caught up in this. God is bigger than that. Don't really like using the word God. It comes from goat prod. This is Nephthys, the twin sister of Isis. Nephthys. Also known as Neith. I think Nyx of the night sky. I named my cat Nyx as a black cat. The dark twin, Isis, light, bright. Her twin sister, married to Osiris. Her twin sister, Nephthys of the night. Nephthys means lady of the house or temple. These are the priestesses. The outer veil, Isis, and no mortal has ever lifted her veil. The second veil, I think, of the Masons, they have a ritual where it's called the second veil. The priestesses of the temple, the lady of the night, is a sacred prostitute who would initiate candidates into the inner mysteries, the sacred sanctum sanctum, where the Jews have Shekinah, the female aspect of God, marrying Yahweh when they rebuild the third temple. The Masons understand it as not such a literal thing as we are the temple. And so I got distracted by a phone call. I'll get back to you and do something very important. So that's why they called Mary Magdalene a prostitute. The crying virgin. And these are the 2 angels are the cherubim of Gemini at the tomb of Jesus. What we want to do, Men, I can't speak for women. Well, women are embody it. Men, if you're single, or if you have a mate, we want to marry the idea of the virgin and the whore with inside of you, and then so without. If you are a single male, get in touch with your feminine goddess. This is how you're going to awake the life force in you so that you can be complete and holy, bringing both sides together, the inner and the outer. Masculine and feminine, and it's as above, so without. For some reason in this world, there's a major agenda to push transgenderism, and homosexuality. If you are any of those, and you are more than just that, that's one of the identities you've taken on. We take on identities. I argue we need to take on no identities. We are greater than that. We are gods. Ye are gods. Yahweh didn't want you to know that. Get inside. You want to have this romance with this beautiful, with the high priestesses of the temple in your imagination, your magic. And then so it be. We are gods creating heaven in our heads, with our hearts, our imagination, our feelings, all our elements into it on different levels of existence. Behold, the kingdom of God. Blessed are you, holy are you. The stars in the sky, they are but a reflection of us, here to guide us in the dark. Beautiful. This is also the arc way into Cancer, the Gemini twins, into the crab of Cancer, the sacred scarab, the beautiful mother nursing her young, where the Milky Way comes through. Waters from the heaven. As we move into the age of Aquarius, there's a special dispensation of grace. Let us be open to it, conduits, to bring heaven to earth, and earth to freaking heaven, the Aquarian.tv.